me, sir?
Yeah, please come, Alan. Please come.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
So, Alan, please introduce yourself to the panel.
Sir, I'm Alan SIBY. I was born in the Kuttanadu Taluk, in the Alappuzha district of Kerala. I did my class 12th from St. Anthony's Public School in the Kottayam district of Kerala. After that, sir, I did my graduation, MBBS, from Government Medical College, Chandigarh. Post that, I was preparing for civil service examinations, sir. After my mains exams, I have been working as a medical officer, providing village level medical camps in the rural areas of Punjab. In free time, sir, I enjoy reading books on Ayurveda.
So, Alan, what a cultural diversity from Kerala to Punjab. How are you coping up?
Yes, sir. So, since my father was from an army background, I was used to these changes frequently. And the change from Kerala to Punjab was definitely drastic, sir. However, sir, there were some interesting perspectives to it, sir. One major thing I witnessed was the respect that is given to elders in Punjab, sir, specifically. Whenever you see an elder, especially in rural areas, you bow down and take the blessings, irrespective of the educational qualification of the elder who is standing in front of you. That was something that really attracted me, sir. Secondly, sir, I could witness good number of joint families in the rural areas of Punjab. If you go to Kerala, sir, it's more of nuclear families, sir.
So, Alan, let me take you to your home state,
Sir,
lest you forget your state.
sir.
Uh, you have spent time in Alpuza.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the hub for backwater cruising and all,
Yes, sir.
right? Now, how attractive backwater cruising is now with the kind of deterioration in the quality, unlicensed houseboats, operating, and the tourism has also reached a plateau because they are containing the number of houseboats because over tourism is one of the. Now, what do you think should be how it can be diverted to other areas where water could be used for tourism? Do you think sea cruise, inland cruise, river cruise will be a good idea to diversify or to maybe add to the tourism offerings?
Yes, sir. I certainly agree to it, sir. The backwater tourism has somehow plateaued in the recent years because due to the excessive number of houseboats, sir, that have been operating, especially in the vicinity of the Vembanad Lake, sir. However, to add on to it, sir, we can increase the number of houseboats that are serving into the inland rivers, especially the rivers like Pampa, Achenkoval, which drain into the Alappuzha, sir. And recently, so in my village, something that I have witnessed is we are using smaller houseboats similar to the shikaras used in Kashmir. So these shikaras have the advantage that they can travel even through smaller inland waterways. So that may be a good option in the near future. Secondly, sir, as you said, that cruise options, especially connecting the new terminals, the Vizhinjam and Cochin port, this can be also a good option for tourism opportunities. Finally, sir, adventure tourisms with regard to water bodies can also be encouraged in the coming years. Sir.
Tell me, Alan, why health workers of Kerala are so popular, or maybe you can say that health work, becoming a health worker is so popular among the young girls and even the male
Yes, sir.
nurses.
So, one major factor is the historical presence of the Christian missionaries in the state of Kerala, sir. So, Christian missionaries have always propagated for love, passion, compassion. So, these things come along with the healthcare industries. And they had set up a good number of institutions, sir, especially nursing colleges in the state of Kerala, sir. And since the literacy rate was relatively high, people made use of this opportunity to educate themselves in these nursing colleges. And so, since Kerala could not accommodate all of them by providing jobs, they started migrating to different parts of the country and later on to Western countries and Middle East
My
also.
last question, Alan. India is now very, aggressively into talks with EU and UK
Yes, sir.
for free trade agreements.
Yes, sir.
Why suddenly India has become so forthcoming and so active
Sir.
after a big gap in between?
Yes, sir. Sir, as you said that the free trade agreement negotiations were going on, but however, then we had the elections in both the countries and it was halted for some period of time. But sir, suddenly with the advent of Donald Trump in USA, sir, and since he has advocated about the reciprocal tariffs being imposed, sir, we might be taking a back step with regards to our exports into USA. And it is high time that we sign these FTAs so that we can have a strong backup for our industry.
Good,
Sir.
Alan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Alan,
Yes, sir.
this absenteeism of doctors in villages,
Yes, sir.
it is a chronic and widespread problem.
Yes, sir.
Now, they are posted there, but they hardly, I mean, as per reports, they hardly go there, and they keep in nearby towns, etc.
Yes, sir.
Even if they go, it is only for token kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
So, as DM, how would you make sure that all the doctors who are posted in village duty, they are present?
Now, my first priority would be to ensure that the doctors have a good working condition so that they will be attracted to work in those areas, sir. I would increase the infrastructure in the hospital, especially for the residents of the doctors. Secondly, sir, at the hospital level, I would put in the minimum level of infrastructure that is needed for a doctor to function. For example, some machines like X-ray or the complete blood counter, which is needed to make any diagnosis, sir. Thirdly, sir, I would like to request my policy authorities to consider a proper remuneration increase in the terms of for doctors. Sir. For example, sir, even my own friends sir, who work in the villages receive only half as much as a doctor who is working in the cities like Chandigarh, sir. So at the policy level, that can also be thought about. And finally, sir, to increase the presence of the doctors, sir, we must also think about implementing biometric attendance system.
So, as MBBS doctor, I see that you are interested in reading Ayurveda.
Yes, sir.
So, what has caused your interest in Ayurveda? What do you find useful in Ayurveda, which you think will be helping you as a doctor right now, of course, and maybe in civil services later on?
Yes, sir. So it was during 2019 when I was doing a research on psoriasis, sir. The first time I came across two of my patients, sir, who were simultaneously taking Ayurvedic medicines also, and they healed faster than compared to those taking the allopathic medicines alone, sir. So this attracted me to read about Ayurveda to understand more, sir.
Okay, good.
And after reading, sir, now I understand that an integrative form of medicine is always beneficial, especially, sir, in autoimmune diseases and chronic diseases where allopathy is somewhat symptomatic treatment reliever. We can think about implementing Ayurveda, sir, especially methods like Panchakarma for treatments.
And there is a strong demand from Ayurveda doctors that they should be allowed to prescribe some of these basic allopathic medicines.
Yes, sir.
Because so as to give quick relief and to the patients at the rural area. What is your view on this?
Sir, in my understanding, sir, for those disease conditions which need an immediate management, as part of a basic life support mechanism, we can think about allowing them to practice the immediate allopathic medicine, sir. But for a generalistic practice, sir, I don't think it's well enough.
This SDG, Sustainable Development Goal number 3, that is related to health and wellness.
Yes, sir.
So, where do we stand by 2030? Do you think we will be able to achieve this goal? And our Honorable Health Minister made some statement also in regard to that. Are you aware about that?
So with regards to achieving the doctor-patient ratio, we have already crossed the WHO standards of 1:1000. We are at 1:836, which is a good indicator, sir. However, sir, there would be a mixed response finally because although in tier 1 cities we are doing really well, sir, in the village areas and tier 2 and tier 3 cities, sir, a good number of improvement has to be done, and that might take some amount of effort more, sir. So although not fully we might be able to achieve, but we might be able to do really well, sir, with regard to it.
So do you recommend something more needs to be done? Because a lot of initiatives have been taken by Government of India, many policy reforms have taken place.
Yes,
do you think that still something more needs to be done?
So one thing I strongly feel can be done is achieving a parity with regards to the remuneration of a doctor in rural area and in cities. Because the salary scale of NRHM is only half of that of a doctor in the city areas, even in government hospitals. So parity might attract the doctors to work in this area. Second is the infrastructure creation. Maybe the newer medical colleges can cater to the rural areas more, sir.
Okay, good. And Chandigarh also has a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Are you aware?
Yes, sir. Sir, the Capitol
Capital.
complex.
Thank you, Alan. I pass on to Honorable Member.
So, Ellen, Ayurveda.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Tell me, this Amrit Manthan,
Yes, sir.
Mahakumbh is one of the outcomes of the same.
Yes, sir.
Has Ayurveda also got something to do with Amrit Manthan? And if so, just tell me what.
Yes, sir. Sir, as per Ayurvedic tradition, sir, the god of Ayurveda, Dhanvantari, is believed to have appeared with the Kumbh, the picture of Amrit, during the Amrit Manthan that was happening, sir. And we believe in Ayurveda that Dhanvantari is the god of the god of Ayurveda and life, and hence that might be the relation, sir.
Anything to do with Dhanvantari?
Yes, sir. Dhanvantari appeared with the Kumbh during the Amrit Manthan, and hence in Dhanvantari is also regarded as father of Ayurveda.
All right. So, Ellen, uh, you you are from Kerala also, and you have been in Punjab.
Yes, sir.
So, I want your views on some of the movies, whether it is good idea to come out with movies like the Kerala story, the Kashmir story, or various kind of files, this file, that file. Is it a good idea to make movies on specific topics, which become controversial also later on?
Sir.
So what is your take on this?
So the movie creators do have the liberty to create the movie, but however, they should not make any false claims that it is based on true facts. The fact verification should be authentic if they are portraying it in the movie, sir. Otherwise, they should make it very clear that this is a fictional story that we are portraying, and it should be taken in that spirit, sir. False claims should be prevented to as much as possible, sir.
So, Ellen, Indian pharmaceutical industry has come in for in bad light. If you have read today's newspaper,
Uh,
are you able to recall what happened in African countries where Indian medicines were going, and it has caused havoc there?
Sir, specific to today's news, sir, I'm not able to recall, sir, but there was this cough syrup mishappening that happened in African countries where the Indian origin cough syrups led to the death of some children in
So, do
Africa.
you think drug regulator,
Sir.
the role of drug regulators should be redefined, because every now and then Indian medicines come in for bad light,
Yes, sir.
for the quality, for I think there was some news on antibiotic containing talcum powder,
Sir.
and some cough syrup also was in the news for not so good reasons.
Yes, sir.
And yesterday the news was for drug addiction.
Sir.
So what is the role of drug regulator in this whole process? Do we need to have a relook at regulator?
Certainly, sir. Sir, the first of all, sir, we need to re-implement our drug laws with regards to the newest changes that are happening place. So we need to make timely implementation, timely changes, sir. At least in once in 10 years, they need a revision. Secondly, sir, with regards to drug regulators, sir, currently our drug CDSCO is overburdened. We need to increase the staffing so that they might have the potential to increasingly inspect such industries before they are exported, sir, and also even in domestic consumption. So,
Staffing.
yes, sir.
You don't think technology will come? Because these days we don't talk of increase in staffing. We talk of solutions, technological solutions.
So certainly, I agree that technology, especially technologies like AI, might be a game changer in this regard, sir. But so, for example, things like where we have to conduct an inspection of the factories, sir. In those regards, I believe, sir, staffing might be more suitable.
So there is a report which says world will be overweight by 2035.
Sir.
There is another report which says that India is the country which consumes maximum oil.
Sir.
Per family, the oil consumption is highest in the world.
Sir.
So, how you think it is harmful, and what needs to be done?
So, so the consumption of oil is directly linked to various metabolic disorders in human beings, sir. For example, diabetes, hypercholesterolemia, even sir, to an extent, hypertension can also be caused due to it, sir. So there is a direct correlation with it. To combat this, sir, we need changes. For example, some states have introduced the fat tax. Such incidents can be promoted. Secondly, sir, the government has launched Fit India campaign, which is a very good move. And yesterday, sir, I read somewhere that the government has, the PM has tagged about 10 people to be the brand ambassadors, and they then on to tag 10 more people to start a chain of such process to
So,
create
can you
awareness.
recall what PM said in his speech yesterday
So the exact wording, sir, sorry, I'll definitely read about it, sir.
about fitness in India?
So I'm not able to recall
All
the
right, all
exact
right.
wording,
One
sir.
last question I want to ask you is on US aid.
Yes, sir.
The entire debate and dispute and claims and counterclaims
Yes, sir.
are coming out. Government of India has issued some clarification, Ministry of Finance.
Sir.
So, can you recall what it is?
Sir, MEA has said that it is verifying whether it has correctly come to India or not, because sir, there were some newspaper reports which claim that the 21 million as claimed by Elon Musk was actually being transferred to Bangladesh and not to India. So, to my understanding, as far as I'm able to recall, sir, MEA said that it is still verifying the.
No, Ministry of Finance has issued a clarification yesterday on
Sorry,
how the
sir.
money was spent.
Sorry, sir.
All right.
So, Alan, I would carry the discussion on international affairs only.
Yes, sir.
Russia and USA seems to be getting closer. How will it impact? First of all, tell about Russia-Ukraine war.
Yes, sir. So with regards to Russia-Ukraine war, sir, we might be able to see a good solution coming up very soon, because USA was one of the major supporter for Ukraine. The arms and ammunition was coming from Ukraine, sir. So once it is stopped, Ukraine will not have any other option. They will have to agree by the peace clause. However, sir, to the Ukrainian people, that might not be so much welcome, because under the terms of the final agreement, Russia might, in all possibility, might retain the land that they have taken control of.
And how would this closeness impact India and China?
Sir, for India, in my understanding, sir, I believe that it is a good move, sir, because we have been dealing with Russia and USA for a long time, and especially with regard to our arms sector, sir, we had imported the S-400 missile, and currently we have been offered the F-35. So, such instances where the USA takes a rough stance against India's inclination towards Russia, that might take a backseat, and that might be beneficial for us. And with regards to sir, China, China was getting extremely closer to Russia during the Russia-Ukraine war. So we might be able to break this axis, and that axis might be beneficial to India in the long run.
Alan, you are a student of sociology.
Yes, sir.
So, tell me how social media
Sir.
influences social relationships.
So can I take 10 seconds?
Yes.
Thank you. Sir, firstly, sir, social media has helped us in bringing the families closer. For example, when people migrate to different parts of the world, they are able to stay closer due to social medias like WhatsApp or Facebook, stay connected. Secondly, sir, it has led to another polar opposite tendency where people are mingling more with the relationship in the virtual world than in their real world. So they might not know who is sitting next to them in the neighborhood, but they are very well aware of a Facebook friend who is distant apart. Sir.
Alan, ACER report was published recently.
Yes, sir.
So, can you highlight the few features or the findings of the report?
The ASER report showed that there has been improvement with regard to our education, especially the primary education, compared to the previous ASER reports that were published, sir. Specifically, sir, the other factors I'm not able to record at this moment. Sir.
So, what were the improvements?
Sir, with regard to basic numeracy and basic reading of language, sir, there was some improvement. The exact statistic numbers, sir, sorry, I'm not able to recall. Sir.
But are you satisfied with the level of the basic numeracy and level of English which we have in India, especially if we talk about the primary education?
Certainly not, sir, because as far as I'm able to recall, that value was less than 30%, approximately 30%. And in any country, sir, 30% is not a good indicator, sir, especially when we are investing so much on our education sector. So we might be able to bring it, at least put in a 10-year or 5-year plan, where our target should be to reach anywhere beyond 70 to 80% in the coming years, sir.
Good. So now coming to Indian economy, I would like to have your comments on India's tax to GDP ratio.
So the tax to GDP ratio have been increasing over the years, sir. Statistics numbers, sir, sorry, I'm not able to recall.
It's about 11%.
Yes, sir.
Now, how would you compare it with other countries?
So in most of the developed country, it's around some more than about 50%. But compared to that, sir, our country's performance is bit low, and we need to try. We must try to improve it, sir.
So tell me certain ways that it can be improved.
Sir, currently, sir, in our scenario, it is that the indirect taxes are paying the major role in our tax contributions. Sir. We must be trying to improve the direct taxes because that might not impose the burden on especially the poor and middle classes. So here we can, for a time being, sir, we must try to increase the corporate taxes, not for all the corporate, but for certain percentage who have been doing well, we can try to increase to a small extent, sir. Other thing is that there have been some debates about imposing a wealth tax. So if it is good enough, if we can collect good amount of taxes, then you can think about imposing a wealth tax also, sir.
Alan, you received an award for the study on psoriasis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, the psoriasis patients, tell me about their mental health. And as a doctor, how would you keep their spirits high?
So psoriasis patients are generally prone to this public shaming, especially in public place, because this disease is associated with scaling on parts of the body, and especially when it becomes visible in the parts like face or hands, they are prone to have very low self-confidence in public spaces, sir. So for that, sir, in college, in Government Medical College Chandigarh, sir, as soon as the person is diagnosed, we had started a counseling, comprehensive counseling, not just to the patients, sir, but also to the family members. Because a good number of people still feel that psoriasis is a communicable disease, and they tend to ostracize the patients, sir. So we are trying to convey to them that it is an autoimmune disorder, and in no way it spreads to other people. So that is one area we are trying to improve, sir.
And Alan, you are a doctor, but still you want to join civil services. Why so?
Sir. So it was my work experience as a doctor, especially during my internship and later on during when I was volunteering in this village areas. I understood that as a doctor, I was providing to these villages a temporary solution of medical camps. Maybe as a civil servant, sir, initially in my initial years, I would be able to implement the government schemes in a better way. And later on at a policy level, sir, I can implement better policy outcomes so that maybe I can provide them permanent solution. And secondly, sir, the leadership roles that civil service provide, especially at a very young age, and the diversity of service that civil service offers, sir. These three factors motivated me, sir.
So, thank you, Alan.
Thank you, sir.
So, Alan, anything from your DAF which we may not have covered at all or had inadequately covered? So, if you wish, I can ask one more question from the leftover topic.
So almost everything was comprehensively covered. So one point, sir, maybe that was missed out was the NGO in which sir currently I work is also dealing with drug addiction in Punjab, sir.
All right. So, uh, how do you think the problem of drug addiction amongst youth in Punjab, is there any distinct notable progress over the last 5, 6, 7 years, ever since this Urta Punjab became, a big issue and a very big menace for
Yes, sir.
Punjab?
Sir, in the past few years, sir, especially after 2020, when India launched the Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan, sir, Punjab has also been greatly benefited by it. The Punjab State AIDS Control Society has been the nodal officer for it, sir. And they have started a unique approach where NGOs are being encouraged to participate in this sector, sir. So in the past 1 year, sir, the NGO in which we work, we could identify about 120 patients who were injectable drug abusers, sir. And we could connect them with the opioid substitution therapy clinics. And about 90% of them are continuing the treatment. Although 30 patients dropped out, sir, still the average is in the favor of the policies that have been adopted. Secondly, sir, recently we are seeing good support from the at the ground level, sir. Good support from the law and order enforcement agencies, sir. The police are strongly supporting us, especially earlier, sir, when we used to go to the villages. In some villages, we used to face objection with regards to entry. Now we have been offered police protection also, sir.
What is the range of, the ages, which are most drug addicted
Yes, sir.
in Punjab?
Sir, as per our analysis, the range was around 18 to 30 years.
30 years.
Yes, sir. And the lowest age that we ever detected was a 16-year-old boy who was using injectable drugs, sir. A class 10 student, sir.
So, Alan, thank you. We are over with the interview. We will call you again in another 1 or 2 minutes for the feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Meanwhile, you can wait in the next room.
Thank you so much.
Come, Alan. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, Alan, congratulations for making to this level in the first attempt itself.
Thank you.
Huh? So, how did you perform today?
In my analysis, I did well, especially except regarding the statistical part. I need to work.
Statistical part.
I need to
Why
work.
did you not
Tax to GDP ratio, sir. The figures.
tax to GDP ratio? All right. Okay. 1 or 2 things, it can always be. But Alan, don't feel bad about that aspect. But the panel has found you very impressive.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent.
Thank
Your
you, sir.
performance has been excellent, and you would not know how you compare with others because you don't know how the others are giving interviews.
Sir.
So you stand among the top category
Thank you,
people,
sir.
which are, as you know, not too many, not more than 5% or maybe lesser than that.
Thank you so much.
So you are very good.
Thank
You
you, sir.
have done very well in your prelims and mains, and you will get a lot of marks in this also.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. If you have done your mains very well, you are in
Thank you, sir.
the first attempt itself.
Thank you, sir.
Huh? So, Alan, I don't want to mention anything more. You were almost flawless.
Thank you, sir.
I have nothing as such to suggest to you. I was very happy that you could even mention what inland river cruises can be used.
Sir.
In fact, I have sat in those
Small
Kashmir type, what do you
shikara
call
boat.
shikara.
Yes, sir.
But those the canals are smaller.
Yes, sir.
The rivers or whatever, they are smaller.
Yes, sir.
But it's good. You see a lot of greenery and
Yes,
forest
sir.
around. So very happy to know about. So you're doing very well.
Thanks.
Almost flawless, Alan.
Thank you, sir.
Same here, Alan. Nothing more to add. All the best.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
sure you will do very well.
Thank you so much.
So, Alan, same here. You were very good.
Thanks.
Just current affair,
Yes, sir. I'll
you must read even on the day of
interviews.
interview. You must read current affair.
Yes, sir.
You should know about USAID and what Ministry of
Yes, sir.
Finance is there.
Yes, sir.
But for that, you were very good.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
So, Alan, very good performance, good personality, good communication.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure you will score very high in the interview.
Thank you,
So
sir.
keep it up. Just answering couple of facts, not answering couple of facts doesn't make a difference. So your analysis was very good.
Thank
Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Any questions, Alan, from the panel, from us?
So just one question. While I'm sitting, sir, is there any poster like the educate?
You are sitting very nicely,
Only
and
don't-
it's just that your hands
Should not be
need
clasped.
not be parallel like this. You
I can
can
keep it left.
most likely there are no arm rests there.
Sir.
So you should practice
Yes, sir.
from that angle also. The best thing would be either way.
Yes, sir.
Keep your both the hands, like this.
Yes, sir.
Keep it down instead of putting them on the arms rest.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if the arms rest are there, then it's fine.
Yes,
Even then your posture is good. If it is not there, and all the more reason you will have to bring it
Yes.
down. So
Don't hang them. You have to keep
don't
it.
let them hang, as is I saying.
Just hang so that you are relaxed.
Yes, sir.
So it is fine.
Thank you, sir.
Where did you get this tie from?
So this is my father's tie, but on the day of interview, I'm planning to change this.
Where did your father get this tie from?
I don't remember, sir.
Is there anything written behind?
The so Tyrac London, it's written.
This looks like what the Masuri Academy offers, to the speakers.
Thank you, sir.
So change that.
Definitely,
Since I've got confused, I also have a tie, and then the Masuri Academy gave it.
I'll change.
So change it.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Otherwise,
Get the
somebody,
original one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because
Get the original one after a few months.
correct. So the actual IAS tie is different, but
Yes, sir.
they offer this uniform tie to all the people who come there as a
Sir.
speaker. So why create a, because
Yes, sir.
maybe some panel member may have gone there and they will say, "Acha, abhi se you are already
I will change
in
it, sir.
हाँ." All right, change. But you're looking smart.
Thank you, sir.
All the best to you. We have given you 70%, Alan.
Sir.
There's 193 marks.
Yes.
You can go beyond 200.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
All the
much.
best to you.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.